We all have that one show or many shows that we all feel like we can't live without, and then suddenly feel empty inside when it inevitably does come to an end. Since we can't stop time, there are only two possible solutions to this sort of problem. One, just don't watch the ending, dumbass. A show can't end if you don't want it to. Or two, we accept that all good things come to an end and brace for the emotional impact of an outstanding ending. Okay, but what if the ending sucked? Alright then, so what makes an ending good? Before we can come to a sort of consensus about this topic, we first need to understand why an ending is important. Here's the thing. Shows can have great introductions, solid build-ups and character development, strong foundation building that nicely ties the story together, and then deliver with a horrible or mediocre ending that just leaves you wondering, was all this really worth it? You see, a bad ending doesn't necessarily have to, depending on what you're watching, backfire and impact the series as a whole. And just being given that possibility is enough to give a good conclusion a standardized role of importance. By delivering a powerful ending that serves whatever story justice, it will resonate with the viewer even after finishing it. There's this quote that says, "You buy a book for the opening, but you buy the author's next book based on the ending." And same goes for shows, movies, video games, etc. This condition is obviously not limited by the platform it serves it on. Now, what makes an ending bad and what makes an ending good? Well, the answer is not that simple. It's not black and white at all, because if we were to go deeper into this, then we'd have to ask the question, is there really such a thing as an objectively subjective ending? What I'm trying to say is, what is a bad ending to you could be a good ending to me. There will always be some sort of divide and difference in opinion. But that restriction also helps us narrow it down to a few things that can be broadly apprehended to be ambiguous. An ending must at least have some sort of resolution to a story's predicament, which in turn would close any missing plot holes or unanswered questions, unless it's an open-ended ending, which is a different topic for another day. It must also wrap up any central conflict revolving the main cast. By resolving the problem but dismissing the characters that gave the plot its backbone, you are indirectly throwing away a key element to what could have been a powerful ending. Generally speaking, it's also good to have some sort of idea of how something should start and finish, since the beginning and end are arguably the most powerful elements to a narrative success, while the plot in between has a lot more wiggle room and a lot less consequences to certain narrative decisions, be it good or bad. At the end of the day, writing a good story is hard, and writing a good ending is even harder. Not everyone will be left satisfied, especially when there's a lot at stake. The audience will be a lot less forgiving. Whether you agree with some of the points I made or not, that's totally fine. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is pretty different from my usual content. Anyways, see you in the next one.